This Toyota Supra has been driven by 40 million people. It's got 500 horsepower and does 200 miles an hour. Mind you, these streets of London are hardly the ideal place to put a car like this to the test. However, I do know somewhere just round the corner where I can test it right to the limit, probably beyond. And there's a driver there, one of the best drivers in the world, for me to race against.
Come on in! Come on in! Come on in!
This is the no-expense-spared launch party for Gran Turismo 4, the latest incarnation of the most successful driving game in history. The Toyota Supra is one of the iconic cars from the game, and it's completed a £1 million lineup of exotic machinery, like the Ford GT, the TVR Cerberus Speed 12, the Bentley Le Mans car, and even a DeLorean. So why have the creators spent all this money and assembled all these rare cars for a computer game's launch? Well, Gran Turismo isn't just a game, it's a phenomenon. Video games are a £2 billion business in the UK, and driving games are the most popular of all. Gran Turismo has consistently outsold all others of its type, and whenever a new version is launched, it outgrosses the latest cinema blockbuster. The game's popularity is down to the man behind it, Kazunori-san, and his never-ending quest for realism. Growing up in the car-crazy city of Tokyo, he first dreamt up the game when he was just 15. Now, his work has made him a legend in Japan. There are 745 different cars to choose from in the latest game, and Kazunori has driven all of them in real life. He and his team have spent 2 years collecting data on the way each car handles in different conditions. They take photographs from every angle and even sample the engine noises. Then all the information is programmed into the game to make the cars as lifelike as possible. But not every manufacturer is in the game.
Porsche and Ferrari are two of the big names who, according to Sony, charge too much to have their exotic machinery featured. But then they do appear on the rival Xbox game, Project Gotham Racing.
Now, having driven a fair few of the cars in real life myself, I was keen to see if the handling in the game was as realistic as they claimed. I started by trying to power slide a BMW M3.
Now, tight hairpin, second gear, get the car to the apex, and then hit the throttle and catch the slide.
Impressively, the car reacts exactly like a real M3, although holding a slide is more difficult because you can't feel the level of grip through your bum. So what about a front-wheel drive car with its tendency to understeer, like the Civic Type R?
First got to brake, get the speed down, second gear, turn, find that apex, and then have the power, and it just understeers straight off. So, they've definitely got the handling characteristics right between rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive.
The circuits are created with similar painstaking attention to detail. They claim the 14-mile-long Nürburgring is accurate to within 15 millimetres. But how accurate is the sensation of driving down one of my favourite old haunts, the original Le Mans?
And now we head down to Terre Rouge and the beginning of that Mulsanne Strait, rejoining the public road, that famous line of trees. And this is just so amazing how it brings it all back. Oh my God. It's sort of skittering around 230 miles an hour now, and the car moves across the track. Although a real car perhaps wouldn't move quite as quickly as this, it does give this impression you have to concentrate so much. 232 miles an hour, there's a kick somewhere up here. Just over this crest, it wakes you up, and then through the Mulsanne kink. Now, I don't know how many real laps of Le Mans I've completed in my life, but this ends one more.
Time for the final test of realism. Can a real racing drive beat the game's creator, Kazunori-san? I'm back in the Toyota Supra and we're at the Japanese Fuji Speedway.
So he's gone, he's gone! Time to stop talking and concentrating, and he's disappeared. He had pole position, mind you, but I guess as it's his game, he's allowed to have pole position. I used to race here for real, but I can't remember my braking points anymore. Into 130R, which was almost full throttle in a real car, and it's almost full throttle. Oof, no, impossible. I was leading for 10 seconds.
I think I'm probably better sticking to the real thing.
Okay, man. That's good.